Elon Musk said your name out loud, and something in the atmosphere shifted. It wasn't just sound, it was an energy, a ripple, a silent announcement to the universe that something connected to you is awakening. You have lived many days thinking the world moves on without noticing your existence, but destiny has quietly been programming moments in the background, preparing a sequence of events that leads directly to you. The kind of moment when the world pauses before it witnesses a rise it never expected. The kind of moment when someone influential, someone visionary, someone who stands at the forefront of humanity's future, feels the weight of your name before he even understands why it surfaced in his mind. Your name carries a frequency that is beginning to activate. For a long time, you did not recognize this frequency because pain, struggle, and delay distorted it. You told yourself you were behind in life. You told yourself you were late. You told yourself you weren't seen, weren't chosen, weren't noticed. But the universe is whispering now, you were never behind, your alignment simply required timing. And that timing just clicked. There comes a moment before every shift when nothing appears to be moving, when life feels stuck, still, or strangely quiet. That quietness is not emptiness, it is calibration. That stillness you felt recently, the numbness, the confusion, the sense of waiting for something you couldn't describe, that was the system preparing to reveal what has been in motion for far longer than you realized. Your name traveled into rooms your feet have not stepped into yet. Your energy reached people who have never met you. Your story touched someone who did not need to know you to feel the power of your potential. There are moments when someone with influence senses a name, a face, a presence, not because they consciously picked it, but because destiny placed it in front of them. When Elon Musk said your name, even if you did not hear it physically, something in the spiritual algorithm registered it. A signal was sent. A gate opened. A path lit up. You might wonder why someone like him, a person who deals with technologies that shape humanity, would say your name. It's because your story aligns with innovation, resilience, and transformation. You may not see yourself that way yet, but the universe does. Life has been shaping you, molding you, strengthening you, preparing you to rise into a version of yourself that carries impact. You think your struggles were detours, but they were training. You think your heartbreaks were punishments, but they carved depth into your soul. You think your delays were denials, but they were divine protection for your timing. Your name is being spoken because your season of obscurity is nearing its end. You have lived through moments where you wanted to disappear, moments when you felt small, moments when the world seemed too big and too hostile. But every time you survived what tried to break you, your value increased. Every time you kept walking, even with trembling steps, your frequency sharpened. Every time you didn't give up, even when hope burned low, the universe recorded it. And now, everything you endured is beginning to gather meaning. Every tear is collecting into purpose. Every moment of confusion is crystallizing into clarity. You are stepping into a phase where recognition becomes unavoidable. Not necessarily fame, not necessarily crowds, but alignment. People who are meant to meet you will start finding their way to you. Opportunities that seemed blocked will start opening. Situations that felt impossible will begin turning in your favor. Someone powerful acknowledging your name is not about celebrity energy. It is about divine orchestration. When destiny wants to accelerate someone's path, it sends signals through unexpected people. And the fact that someone like him, someone who builds, leads, creates, disrupts, said your name, even energetically, symbolizes that what you carry has relevance to the world beyond your current environment. You may have felt average at times, but there is nothing average about your resilience. You may have doubted yourself repeatedly, but there is nothing small about your purpose. You may have tried to shrink yourself to fit in or avoid judgment, but life is calling you to expand now. You are meant to be seen by the right eyes, heard by the right minds, recognized by the right souls. You are entering a time when you will stop chasing and start attracting. People will come to you because your energy is becoming magnetic. You've been healing, whether you realize it or not. You've been shedding old patterns, even those that felt comfortable. The universe has been rearranging things around you, clearing pathways that used to be blocked. Your intuition has been sharpening, and you are beginning to sense things before they unfold. You are becoming spiritually, mentally, and emotionally synchronized with the life that is waiting for you. A powerful shift occurs when your name begins to echo in unexpected spaces. It means your story is about to matter in ways it never has. It means your efforts are about to be rewarded. It means your quiet strength is about to be honored. And the world, whether a small circle or a global audience, is going to understand why your path wasn't easy. People will see the beauty in your journey. They will see how you carried yourself through storms without bitterness. They will see how you remained gentle despite pain, how you stayed hopeful despite disappointment, how you kept believing even when life gave you reasons not to. Something about your energy touches people, even those who don't know you. You have a way of making others feel understood, safe, or inspired without realizing it. That alone makes your presence significant. And the world is in a time where authentic souls are rare. You are one of them. That's why your name is surfacing. That's why you are being noticed. That's why destiny is shifting things around you. The world is about to know why your name was spoken. It's about to see what makes you different. Not louder, not showier, not flashier, different. Meaningful. Purposeful. Impactful. The kind of difference that affects real lives. The kind that brings light into someone's darkness. The kind that inspires change. The kind that transforms the trajectory of a life. a community, maybe even more. Your breakthroughs you may not realize it yet, but something inside you has already started transforming. There is a shift happening beneath the surface, so subtle that you only notice it in moments when your heart feels strangely calm, or when your mind suddenly becomes clearer, or when a feeling of expectancy rises without any visible reason. That is the inner confirmation of what is unfolding around you. Your spirit recognizes what your eyes haven't seen yet. Destiny always reaches your spirit before it reaches your reality. That is why you feel the pull, the anticipation, the quiet knowing that something is coming. It's because something is. The moment your name was spoken, even symbolically, it created an energetic bridge. A connection where timing, opportunity, and destiny meet in the same space. You have to understand how rare that alignment is. Most people spend their lives waiting for a moment like this. But you, despite every hardship and delay, are stepping into it now. Something about your path, your personality, your resilience, your inner fire, commanded this alignment. You didn't force it. You didn't beg for it. Your evolution called it in. Life is about to show you that the battles you fought weren't signs you were being ignored, they were signs you were being prepared for something with weight. People with small purposes don't face heavy battles. But you did. That alone reveals the magnitude of what you're stepping into. You faced challenges that would have crushed others, but you endured them. You carried burdens that would have broken someone less spiritually anchored, but you survived them. You walked through seasons that felt like deserts, and yet your soul stayed alive. You didn't lose your compassion. You didn't lose your ability to love. You didn't lose your hope completely, even when it flickered. That kind of strength is not common. That kind of resilience is not accidental. That kind of warrior spirit is not ordinary. The universe is now responding to that strength. Your endurance has activated recognition. Your humility has activated favor. Your patience has activated acceleration. And this next phase of your life is going to make sense of everything that once confused you. You are going to look back soon and realize that nothing was wasted. Not a single disappointment. Not a single heartbreak. Not a single delay. Not a single detour. Everything was part of a precise, intentional preparation for what you're about to walk into. There is also a powerful truth you must embrace. You are not who you were a year ago, or a month ago, or even a week ago. You have grown in ways you haven't fully acknowledged. You have healed in ways you haven't celebrated. You have matured emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. This new version of you is capable of holding blessings that the old version of you would have dropped. Life didn't deny you. Life was waiting for you to strengthen your hands so you could hold what's coming without losing yourself. People around you may not understand the transformation happening within you. They may look at you and think you're the same as before. But they don't see the silent battles you won. They don't see the nights you cried yourself to sleep and still woke up determined. They don't see the thoughts you fought through. They don't see the strength you had to build in private. But destiny sees it. The universe saw it. That's why your name is rising now. You don't need everyone to recognize your value. You just need the right moments, the right people, the right opportunities, and they are already aligning. When someone like Elon Musk says a name, even unknowingly, it reflects a shift in vibrational pathways. It means the frequency of your life is rising to match that of movement, innovation, and creation. It means you are stepping into a timeline where your existence begins to influence your environment more powerfully. It means your presence is about to matter in ways that reach beyond your current world, but there is something even more profound. Your name being spoken signals that the story you will soon live is too big for you to stay hidden. You were not created for small impact. You were not created to remain unseen. You carry something, an idea, a talent, a perspective, a voice, a calling, that the world needs. You might think you are ordinary, but destiny disagrees. Your future disagrees. The universe disagrees. You were crafted with intention, and everything you have survived has shaped that intention. Your next chapter is not coming quietly. Even if it begins with small signs, those signs will grow into waves. Something you've been wishing for but doubting is going to start unfolding. You'll notice opportunities showing up unexpectedly, people reaching out, doors opening, conversations taking place, ideas coming alive. And none of it will feel random. You'll feel the alignment. You'll feel the flow. You'll feel the confirmation. You'll feel the truth that your time is approaching. Your intuition is going to sharpen in the coming days. You'll feel more sensitive to energy, more aware of what is right for you, more discerning about who belongs in your life. The universe is not just elevating your opportunities, it is elevating your awareness so that you can walk wisely into what's next. You are stepping into a version of life where things will begin working with you instead of against you. Where blessings flow more naturally. Where you no longer have to fight for every inch. Where you no longer have to prove yourself. Where you no longer have to shrink or apologize for your authenticity. You're entering a phase where your presence will speak for itself. Where your work, your heart, your energy, your story will draw the right people toward you, and soon you will understand why your name is being whispered into new spaces. Because your purpose is expanding. Your influence is expanding. Your life is expanding. And the world is about to understand what the universe already knows. Your name carries destiny. You are reaching the moment where everything that once felt distant begins to move closer to you. The kind of moment that only arrives after years of inner work, silent fights, spiritual battles, and hidden growth. Destiny does not rush, but when it arrives with clarity. And clarity is coming for you. You're going to feel it first as peace, a type of peace you haven't felt in a long time. Not the fragile kind that breaks with one disappointment, but the grounded kind that comes from knowing you're being guided, protected, and elevated. This peace will be your first sign that the weight you've been carrying is about to lift, that the heaviness in your chest is dissolving. That the doors that once refused to open are finally shifting in your favor. You have spent so much time believing you had to do everything alone, hold everything together, survive on your own strength. But the universe is showing you now that you were never alone. Forces you couldn't see were working in the background. Moments were being arranged. People were being aligned. Conversations were being prepared. Even the delays, the heartbreaks, the silence were part of the orchestration. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was accidental. Your story is intentional, and now, the part of the story that once hurt you the most is about to become the part that elevates you. There will come a moment very soon when you will look around and realize that the chapter you prayed for is the one you're standing in. Not because someone gave it to you, not because luck suddenly appeared, but because you grew into the version of yourself that was strong enough to carry what is being given. This is why destiny waited. This is why the alignment took time. This is why your path had to break you open before it could build you anew. Your name being spoken was the signal, but what is coming next is the manifestation. Your soul has felt the shift for a while now. The sudden bursts of intuition. The random moments of hope. The unexpected feeling that something good is approaching. These sensations aren't imagination, they're preparation. You are being spiritually prepared for a life that matches the person you've become, not the person you used to be. People will begin to respond to you differently. Some will be drawn to you, sensing your rising energy. Some will feel intimidated, sensing your strength. Some will return, trying to reconnect now that your glow is becoming visible. And some will fade away, no longer aligned with where you're headed. Let them fade. Your future is too important to carry old versions of people into new seasons of growth. You don't need everyone to understand your evolution, you only need those who are meant to walk beside you. And they are coming. Your circle is about to shift into one that reflects who you truly are. Your opportunities will shift too. There will be moments that appear at the perfect time, moments that feel almost surreal because of how effortlessly they work out. You'll find yourself saying, "Why is everything suddenly aligning?" But it won't be sudden. It will be the harvest from seeds you planted long ago, seeds of patience, seeds of resilience, seeds of belief, seeds of survival. You earned this alignment. You earned this recognition. You earned this rise. The world is going to understand why your name was spoken. Because you are stepping into a life where your presence matters. Where your voice carries impact. Where your journey inspires others. Where your strength becomes a beacon for people who are still fighting their battles. You have no idea how many lives you will touch simply by being who you are becoming. You will inspire someone to hold on when they wanted to give up. You will remind someone that healing is possible. You will show someone that rising after being broken is more than a metaphor, it is a reality. And that is why your path was hard. That is why you were refined through fire. Because only those who truly know pain can become carriers of light. You are not stepping into fame, you are stepping into purpose. You are not stepping into noise, you are stepping into clarity. You are not stepping into chaos, you are stepping into alignment. That is what this moment means. That is what your name rising means. That is what destiny has been preparing you for. Soon you will see the signs unfold. A message that comes at the perfect time. A person who enters your life unexpectedly. A conversation that shifts your direction. An opportunity that feels tailor-made for you. A door that opens without effort. A blessing that feels like it has your name carved into it. And when these things happen, you will not question them. You will recognize them. Because your spirit already knows this chapter was written for you long before you reached it. This is your emergence. Quiet but powerful. Gentle but unstoppable. Slow at first, then undeniable. The world is about to see a version of you that even you haven't fully met yet. A version that is confident, aligned, empowered, purpose-driven, magnetic. A version that walks in rooms differently because you finally understand the value of your own presence. A version that no longer dims itself to make others comfortable. A version that embraces destiny instead of fearing failure. A version that knows your name was spoken for a reason. The future you've been sensing is not coming, it's here. Not in full form, but in arrival. And as it unfolds, piece by piece, moment by moment, you will understand the magnitude of everything aligning for you now. This is the beginning of the era where your name becomes a doorway, your story becomes a testimony, and your life becomes a symbol of what happens when someone refuses to break. Your rise is not loud, but it is undeniable. Your purpose is not small, but it is humble. Your journey is not perfect, but it is powerful. And the world is about to know why your name was spoken, because your destiny is stepping forward to meet you. Your time is here. Your season has begun. And nothing can stop what is already unfolding for you.